picture this. In fact, this kind of shows how clever, or not in my opinion, they actually are. I mean, left, right and centre we've got public services apparently scraping by or in the red or whatever, even councils themselves, including this one that I'm about to tell you about, millions of pounds in debt. So you'd think, wouldn't you, that any funding or money that they would get would be spent a little bit sensibly, although admittedly I don't even think the government knows what that word means. But just what am I going on about then? Well, according to this article, it says that a cash-strapped council is recruiting, wait for this, an anti-racist officer on £60,000 a year. Yes, that's right. Apparently, even though it has been in the law with things like anti-discrimination laws and things like that for who knows how long, they apparently need a dedicated person to, I don't know, perhaps play the race card every so often. I mean, who knows what their job will actually entail. But it just makes you think, doesn't it? Can that money be spent better elsewhere on things that would actually be a little bit more value to the people who live there, like, I don't know, more police officers, more, and potentially other things to improve their areas. And just thinking about it, who would they get to be their officer? Because let's face it, I'm guessing they still think it's the 1960s or 70s. They must do, eh? This council as well apparently even turned off the streetlights in some areas to try and save money, yet they go blower on this. It's just unnecessary expense, in my opinion. Even Rupert Lowe, the former Reform, now Independent MP, said Norfolk County Council was wasting money on guff while services were suffering. And yes, that's right, Norfolk County Council. In fact, I live in Norfolk, so unfortunately that is my county council, and no doubt I'll be hearing about any extra hoops that we'll all have to jump through very, very soon. The local authority, which is apparently making £46 million worth of cuts and savings to balance the budget, has said it is seeking an anti-racist practice lead in its children's services department. But why could that be? I don't know, maybe they'll try to brainwash people with all the woke ideology. I mean, who knows? But the job advert posted online wrote, "We want to do what we possibly can to ensure that the frontline practice is crucially competent, curious, and does not have inadvertently or otherwise introduced prejudice or bias. And our global majority of staff feel respected, supported and safe from discrimination, whether in the workplace or out doing their work in the community." Which, as I was saying a little bit earlier on, there are anti-discrimination laws. They shouldn't need a dedicated person, especially on 60 grand a year, to fill that role, should they, eh? The term apparently global authority, which refers to non-white people, has grown in popularity in recent years, yes, since the woke explosion of 2021, no doubt, as a replacement for BAME, the black and minority ethnic. Cami Badenoch, the Tory leader, has claimed organisations are adopting it on the advice of anti-white bodies, and that in itself surely is racist, isn't it, if they're targeting a certain skin colour compared to all the others. I mean, all skin colours should be treated the same, not targeting one. It's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? And just think about it, if it was the other way round, I mean, surely it'd be front page news all over the place. The BBC would have a field day with this sort of thing, wouldn't they? But yeah, I guess if it's against the majority of the country, then that's all right, isn't it? When in fact, everyone should be treated the same. But what have they all said about it then? Well, supporters of programmes to boost diversity in the workplace say they address historical underrepresentation and discrimination against certain groups, including racial minorities. And critics say such programmes can themselves be discriminatory, just as I was saying, of course, and are poor use of resources at a time when many public sector authorities, organisations, are under acute financial pressure. And Rupert Lowe, he hasn't done. He has also said the local authorities should remove the poisonous ideology behind the role from the public sector. And I 1000% agree with him there. I am calling on Norfolk County Council to do the right thing, cancel this ludicrous job and pump that money back into the communities in Great Yarmouth that need it, he said. And this year, Norfolk County Council will make £24.5 million from cost savings in adult social care and £14.6 million in children's services. But last year, apparently, the council agreed to actually switch off 1,000 streetlights across the county to cut carbon emissions and save £200,000 a year. It just makes me wonder how many, if any accidents there indeed was because there was no streetlights about. I mean, that surely is the way things are going. But if you think about it, quite a lot of streetlights have solar power, don't they? So how would they actually be costing the council any money at all if they are indeed powered by the sun? Either way, I'll be back soon, so make sure you click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next video.
Smug.